Hey guys, I want to welcome you to the weekly Wednesday for the Financial Freedom newsletter, where every week, every Wednesday, we delve into something inspirational, motivational, something excerpt taken from the Financial Freedom weekly newsletter. Wherever you are, if you're listening on Spotify, on iTunes, Google, be sure to click the like, subscribe, share, comment. And without ado, let's get into the show. Hey guys, I want to welcome you guys to a bonus episode for the Financial Freedom Podcast. And I'm your host, Dr. Christopher Liu. I want to thank what I call my community, my friends, guests, people that have written in, contributed. Thank you for listening, your support and your comments and your follow. It's really helpful, and I'm really building the community. So if you're new to the show, please like, comment, share, subscribe wherever you are, to Apple, Spotify. It really helps. If you really like the content, go to Apple's podcast and leave a 5-star review. That would be really help the show, and it's grown tremendously. So my last stream, I've been traveling for 4 weeks now, attending conferences, speaking, networking, building the brand, getting the word out, and traveling through the future of AI, Web3, NFTs, and crypto, and the Metaverse as well. And I've done this through Podcast Movement Evolutions in Vegas, South by Southwest in Austin, the Outer Edge in Los Angeles, just coming back from there, and going to NFT Miami to meet a bunch of creators, entrepreneurs, founders, people on the leading edge. So a quick disclaimer, again, crypto, NFTs, the Metaverse, all of these are really nascent industries, and there's a lot of scams. And so be careful whenever investing or putting your money in these types of projects. What I want to really focus on is differentiating between speculation, which is where all the bad actors lie, all the fraud, the scams, and the actual utility. And the actual utility is something we can talk about. It's something we can get excited about. We can use the technology. We can talk about it and get it out there and experiment it. So, for example, with AI, there's ChatGPT. It's a fantastic service. I recently signed up for the premium, and it's been great. It's 10x my output. I've been releasing, almost 3 podcasts a week. It's grown my YouTube channel, my blog, and my podcast, social media, and it's a really fantastic tool. Now, there's also non-fungible tokens, which you can learn about. I highly recommend that you learn about these things. You don't have to necessarily invest the money, but invest the time. And really try to understand where the technology is going. So non-fungible tokens, they're not just overpriced JPEGs of monkeys, and all of these pixelated JPEGs. They're actually having real world use case utility. For example, in ticketing. So if you look at Gary Vaynerchuk, all of his events are ticketed through NFTs, which you can look on OpenSea. A lot of airlines, American, Delta, Starbucks, Nike, Gucci, all of these big brands, really well known, established, are looking at non-fungible tokens as potential technologies to help connect their fans, their consumer base, with membership, loyalty, rewards, ticketing, and a lot of other things. So they're not just overpriced JPEGs. They're actually digital representations of assets that can be tokenized on the blockchain and that can be used in the real world use cases. If you actually go on Google, you can actually look at some of the interesting use cases of NFTs, including the sale of real estate through these technologies. So just go and read about it. Again, be careful of the scams. Crypto, of course, it's got a bad rap, and the government's cracking down, rightfully so. It's got a long way. It's still, less than 10, almost 10 years plus old. So it's still nascent technology. But what I really want to talk about is just how the intersection of artificial intelligence, Web3, NFTs, and crypto can be incorporated for creators, creative influencers, thought leaders in this. So to break it down, one thing that I'm really focused on in the past year or so is the podcast. And the reason why is because I'm always looking for what is the undervalued opportunity. So back in 2012, it was always, I looked into Bitcoin. 2017, I looked into Ethereum. For social media, first you had Facebook, then you had Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. So I really focused my efforts on TikTok. It really grew. Right now I'm focusing on LinkedIn. That's a great place for professional creators to grow a presence, to grow a brand. And it is the number one networking site for professionals. So, if you're on Instagram, you notice that their algorithms change. It's really hard to grow on there. So focus on the platforms that really try and give you scale and reach, and examine what the ROI is on your attention, your time, and how much you spend. So again, these platforms are owned by the big elite. So really focus on where you can get the maximal ROI. So that's why I chose podcasting, because that's still a new thing. The last statistics I looked at, there's millions of podcasts, but there's only, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of active podcasts. And within those hundreds of thousands of active podcasts, there's so many different niches. So, your podcast could be competing with maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of other podcasts. So you want to be a big fish in a small pond as opposed to a small fish in a big pond. Another example is extremely hard to grow on YouTube. You see like, you post a video, some people can go viral and other people struggle. So really focus on the supply demand dynamics. And that's why podcasting is really a really fantastic way to get started. You also own the content. You have direct relationship with the creator and the fans, and you can use tools and tactics such as email marketing, search engine optimization to grow and monetize your audience. So it's an awesome way. So that's one of the big key takeaways from podcast movement evolutions. One of the thing is the big brands, Spotify, iHeart, all of these big name brands are investing tons into the audio revolution, introducing greater products, services, features, platforms, and overall innovating in the space. Now, how does AI, Web3, and crypto come into all of this? So the big theme or the big key this year is ChatGPT. And the reason why it's so big is because OpenAI released a version for the mainstream, allowing hundreds of millions of users to take advantage of a seemingly restrictive technology that nobody could access in the past unless you were government or research or another type of institution. So it's almost like an iPhone moment for artificial intelligence. They've been working on it, developing it over the last, 10, 20 years. And now it's really come to fruition, to mainstream. If you go onto YouTube, Google, you'll see all these different use cases for AI. For example, you can use it to integrate with other apps, other applications that can do various things. So for example, it can do video editing, it can do search, it can do a lot of different pictures, a lot of different things. And now they're allowing ChatGPT to integrate with a lot of the APIs to look through the web, crawl through the web, and that's going to be huge. You'll notice that Google has really ramped up its AI efforts as well with Bard. And, there's concern, what is real and what is fake in the internet. So that's a big thing. Again, South by Southwest, awesome place for creators, filmmakers, musicians, artists, tech entrepreneurs, really coming together, and the future of AI, Web3, and NFTs and crypto. And same thing with Outer Edge too. So it's been an awesome ride. It's been an awesome month. Made a bunch of connections, made tons of partnerships, and I'm looking forward to NFT tomorrow. So again, I want to end with the future is bright. You really have to embrace it. Beware of nascent technologies because there's always bad actors in there, but it's cool to read about, learn about, listen to. And that's the reason why I created this episode, was to bring awareness. And again, stay safe out there, be careful. And if you really like this, please like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review. It would be awesome for the podcast. And I want to thank the loyal fans and following for joining me on this ride. I hope you really enjoyed that wonderful, inspirational, motivational piece. Again, wherever you are listening, if you liked it, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. We're on everywhere: Spotify, iTunes, Google, Amazon, Audible. And without much ado, be sure to thank this show's sponsors, and we'll see you next week.